Hi, and welcome to the Business Research Session. My name is Andrea Revelli, and I'm one of the librarians here at ACC. Please let us know if you have any questions by emailing librarians@arapahoe.edu or calling 303-797-5090. Today, we are going to cover research basics, take a look at and, or, and not in searching, and how to combine your search terms. We're going to also look for SWOT analysis, company profiles, business plans, look at environmental scans, industry analysis, and then we're also going to look at other resources that are out there that are not part of ACC Library. This is going to include some websites that you might find useful, as well as some resources from public libraries that are free to you since you are here in Colorado. So Boolean searching is one of the first things that we want to talk about when we're searching. When we use and, or, and not to both expand and then limit our search results, that is what we are doing. We're using Boolean logic. And or are the most frequently used. Every once in a while you'll want to use not if you're coming up with lots of results related to a specific concept that isn't a concept that you are coming up with. So maybe if it's something within science that it keeps coming back in your results, you could say not and then eliminate some of those results. So, but generally we do focus in and or. Or is used between synonyms. So in this case I have fast food or quick service restaurant. Those generally mean the same thing. And so I want to make sure that I'm getting all the results from fast food as well as all the results related to quick service restaurant. Instead of just coming back with articles and books and DVDs, things like that, that talk about fast food, I want to make sure that all of the different terms that say the same thing, basically, as fast food are coming back. So that's how I would use or. I would use them between synonyms. I would use and between two different concepts. So if I'm looking at food or fast food or quick service restaurant or any of those, food and business plans, I would be able to put the word and between them and come back with just this small pool of results that is looking at both food and business plans. I don't need to see everything that has to do just with business plans, and alternatively, I don't want to just see things that have to do with food. I really want to see things that have to do with food and business plans. So that's the way that you would just kind of limit it down and see that center portion here of this Venn diagram. When I combine and or, it's a really powerful search tool. I am able to combine quick service restaurants or fast food and business plans. And when I do that, I come up with kind of this upside down mustache section here on the Venn diagram of results. I'm getting expanding results because I'm using or between quick service restaurant and fast food. And I'm adding in business plans. So I'm focusing it down to look specifically at business plans related to those two concepts. So only one of the two has to be in my result. So quick service restaurant or fast food, but business plan has to be there since I don't have an or. So basically that's what you're going to want to start doing, is thinking up words and concepts that will focus your search down while expanding it and then focusing it and expanding it, kind of going back and forth with your search results. So what we want to do here is hop into the ACC Library homepage, and that you can get to it here from anywhere on ACC, arapahoe.edu up at the top, and then click on Library at the top of the page. You can also access this through My ACC, but we prefer to go in this way just because there's more options and this is a fuller page here. So if you are on this center box here and wanting to take a look at library links, what we generally recommend using this for is books, ebooks, DVDs, streaming video, music CDs, all that kind of stuff. So it's absolutely very helpful for the print things that you can check out, as well as some of our e-content. We don't recommend using this necessarily for your articles, just because not all of those systems work very well with library links. So it's just something to be aware of, that you can do all of your research within library links, but at the same time we do want to head right directly into the databases so that we can use those as well. So if I wanted to look for business plans, I would just do a very simple search right now and looking at business plans. I do have over 1 million results. That is because we are searching a big system here that includes ACC as well as libraries from around the world. And we are looking for print books, ebooks, articles, everything in the search. So it's a really, really big search and a big place to start. So one thing that we want to do is we can always limit it down. So if you specifically wanted to look for print books, you could click print books over here in the column on the left for format. And we're going to take out everything that is not an ebook, that is not a print book, excuse me. So we're taking out all the ebooks, all the articles, everything like that. The nice thing here, it's pretty quick and easy. We can just click right on the title. We get here and we can see that it is available at the ACC main stacks, which is the main library, that it's available right now. I could go run down there and pull it off the shelf. And then this is the call number or shelf location of the book where it is located within the library. So these are very, very thorough pages here. We get all the information about the title, author, publisher, a summary of the book right here. And then down here kind of helps a little bit more kind of chapter guidelines and things like that. If you ever wanted to place a hold at ACC Library, you could do that here, and then you would log in with an account. This isn't tied to anything else on campus, so you would have this one set up here the first time that you do it by setting and resetting your password right here. And then that book would be up at the front desk when you came in to pick it up. So it would save you a little bit of time, especially if you wanted several books. We can run and grab them for you and have them available for you at the front desk. The other nice thing about doing research here in the library is that we give you citations for everything that you can access through the library. If you click up, in this case, in the upper right, and then either APA or MLA, depending on which format you're using, and then copy and paste that, proofread it against one of our citation guides, but copy and paste that into your paper. That is the full citation and saves you a lot of time as opposed to going out and coming up with a citation on your own. These are generally 90 to 100% correct, depending on the citation. Sometimes it's issues with capitalization or punctuation or missing a date, things like that. So I would just be aware that they are 90 to 100% correct, and but will save you a lot of time. Even if they're 90% correct, it saves you a lot of time and effort at the beginning there. So I'm going to go back a page to my result list, and I want to show you how the ebooks work. These work really well in this system. So if you are looking at specific items here, let's try fast food. So I'm going to add and food. Food business, food and beverage, maybe restaurant. Let's try restaurant. So it does take a little bit of playing. Here we go. This one looks good here. Start and run a restaurant business. This one's actually a print book. Here we go. Start your own restaurant and more. Pizzeria, coffee house, deli, bakery, and catering business. So this is going to be an ebook. So I click on the title, and then I can click right here on View eBook, and it takes you right into the ebook where you can actually read it online, have access to it anytime. So this is especially helpful if you're a distance student and can't get to campus, or if you are doing research at 2 o'clock on Saturday morning or maybe Sunday morning and your paper is due that day and you don't have time to come in and get books. This is a great way that you can take advantage of print materials that are just available in e-format. So if you wanted to go right into the bakery, you could click on bakery, coffee house. This is nicely interlinked here based on chapters. Okay, so I'm going to just close out of here, but this does work just like an ebook once again. And same thing, like I promised, all of our citations here are available for you. So MLA is the default. You can switch it to APA or back. And again, just proofread these, but then you can use those in your paper. Okay, so I'm going to close out of here and head back. Those are the most valuable places, again, that we recommend going for searching here in library links. And if you noticed, I did and up here between business plans and restaurant because those two words are different concepts in my search, and therefore I want to connect them and make sure that they are both present in the articles and books that come back. So that's why we would use and, is to make sure both of them are there. Okay, so I'm going to just go back to the ACC Library and Learning Commons page. And then from here, I'm going to go into articles and databases. What we've done here is come up with a long list of the most recommended sources that we have for you. Up at the top, we have background information and help with topics. So these are going to have hot topics and hot issues, issues and controversies, pro-con looks at different topics, kind of things like that. Up here, we have a section of reference materials. So kind of once you've picked your topic, these are going to help you come up with, again, those synonyms as well as various images and data, kind of things like that. So this is just another place that you might want to go. However, for this class and when I'm doing research in business, I generally might want to skip over those. Not always, and if you would like to, please take advantage of any of these here. CQ Researcher is a really great one with lots and lots of different topics. But in this case, I'm going to actually skip down here to Business Source Premier. This is a business-specific database. So we have, again, our company profiles. We can find industry analysis, SWOT analysis in here as well, very quickly and very easily. So I'm going to kind of stick with my fast food example. I'm going to do quick, typing, service restaurant. I do see junk food. Oh, we'll see how this works for us here. So I'm combining all of these different terms with or. If you would like to be more specific, you can combine them and make them phrases with quotation marks. So anytime I use quotation marks, that means that those words have to be right next to each other. So it can't talk about fast in one sentence and food in another. It has to talk about fast food right next to each other. So I can leave that there, and I could do this for all of them. Sometimes you don't need it and sometimes you do. So it's just a good thing to remember if you're coming up with results that don't really make sense. You might need to add some quotation marks. So now at this point here, I'm going to hit search. And we have almost 10,000 articles. So quite a big pool of results that you might need. We have some source types options over here. Right now it's looking at everything, but if you wanted, you could just limit down to trade publications, which are written for people who are actively working in the field or looking for kind of current information in the field. Magazines, which are going to be more the things you buy at the grocery store. Academic journals, which are the peer-reviewed journals that have a process when anything is published into it. So a peer-reviewed journal is one that has basically the researchers write an article and say they want to submit it for publication. That goes to a group of editors who are also experts in the field who evaluate and decide and make sure that this is actually relevant content, the research was done well, things like that. There can be a lot of back and forth between the peer reviewing group and the researchers or authors. So there's a lot of accountability in academic journals. So just another type of information. Newspapers are, of course, just newspapers, dailies and weeklies, things like that. And then there's also market research reports. So we have a lot of different options in here that you can limit those down based on what you're interested in. At this point, I want to limit this down into SWOT analysis. So if I just add SWOT in my second bar there, this is going to pull SWOT analysis for companies and the industry related to, again, fast food. So we have lots. We have Yum Brands, we have Wendy's, we have Jack in the Box, CKE, Burger King, all these different options here that you can get right into. And you can see the date as well. So right here I'm on May, this is June, April from 2014. So a few years old, but still relatively recent. If you click on the title, what we're going to get is a similar page to what we had in library links. This is called the record page, and it says this is where it's coming from. This is where the article is coming from. This is when it was published, and this is how long it is. We do have some subject terms here, so if you want, you can always click on those. Those are interlinked, so it's going to completely change your search and search just this subject term, which is different than searching keywords, which is what we're using right now. Additionally, we have the full text PDF over here on the side, which when you click on it, it opens up the full report and allows you to take a look at the SWOT analysis here, and I'm looking at Yum Brands again. SWOT analysis, weaknesses, all that good stuff here. Okay. So if I go back just one page, again, the citation button is slightly in a different place, but it is here and gives you, again, APA, MLA, lots and lots of other options, but the two main ones are APA and MLA that you can use again and copy and paste after you proofread it directly into your works cited or references page. So that is how I would do a SWOT search. I would pick my company or industry and then add SWOT in the second concept. If you only wanted to do fast food or you wanted to do something more basic, we could do retail and SWOT. You can do that as well, and you're going to come up with industry, leading industry companies that fit into the retail brand, and then we just have SWOT down here. So if you don't remember or don't want to use or can't think up options for the or to combine your synonyms, that's completely fine, but do just put something up here and then SWOT, in the next box there. So the same thing here if we want to do industry analysis, and I'm actually just going to click right here. And I'm going to go back to my food industry analysis here. So we are getting, again, some different options here. Some of these are going to come up with SWOT, others are going to come up with different industry profiles and things like that. So mainly what you're really doing is kind of coming up with the correct terminology, and sometimes that is industry analysis, it might be industry profile, it could be SWOT if you wanted to focus it to that direction. And then taking a look here at the different results that come back. If you want something newer, we can change the date. So if you wanted to look just at maybe the last 5 years, we can hit 2010 to 2015, and then we take out quite a few of the results. So just another way to do that. And again, limit down if that helps. That will take out a lot of different options, a lot of different results for you. So the other thing that's really nice within Business Source Premier is the Company Profiles tab. So if you are looking at a specific company and want some information, you can do a search in here. So let's do McDonald's again on the fast food plan here. If we take a look at, actually this one's retail, or Ross, I did see that one as another option. Any of these options would work for you as well, but or I don't even know, maybe Walmart would be one that you're looking at. So there are lots and lots of different options in here that you can use, or you can browse. So if you're just interested in coming up with a company, it doesn't really matter who you're looking at. You can search, take a look at JCPenney. You can search by or browse by first initial. And it talks about, again, kind of a little summary here in the center. That abstract is just another word for summary. And then this is the kind of products and services that JCPenney offers. So I'm going to click over here on Market Line Report. And again, it's going to lead me to the full text. And you can get into all this different information here. Key employees, a lot of thorough information. Okay, so again, that's the company profile section, and you again get your citation button on here as well, and you have all the same information as if it was an article. So those are the big things that I would take advantage of in Academic Search Complete or Business Search Complete, either one. This is right now I'm in business. Academic Search Complete is just another version of this. If you wanted to add separate databases, so if you wanted to add in Academic Search Complete like I was just talking about, or maybe regional business news, you can go up here to choose databases, and then you could either do select all, just so you don't have to think about it. And then that's going to expand your search of where you're searching for articles. So again, this would be one place that you could just add and do some searching. You're going to come up with more newspapers, being that we just added a newspaper database, and more general articles as well. So if I did retail in here and didn't add SWOT, I'm going to have a ton more articles than had I just searched Business Source Premier. However, this is going to expand out and search many, many different types of concepts. So this is why we don't necessarily always just search in all the databases at once. It's just another way that you might want to go around if you're not getting the results that you're looking for. Okay, so that is EBSCO, or in this case, Business Source Premier, and we also searched Academic Search Complete kind of at the same time there at the end. The next one I would use is ProQuest. This is a pretty big database as well, and it's going to be really great with your environmental scan. So I'm going to just work on retail again. Environmental scan. And then we have about 1,000 results here. And then we can take a look at various industry reports or environmental scans of retail. So partially here we are being not too specific, so if you wanted to change this to something more specific, we are getting a lot back about hospitals here at the beginning. We could do, I don't know, I'm going to go back to my fast food. And this time we have 300 results, and it's going to be a little bit more specific. Okay. Options here, and I'm going to try putting this in quotes and seeing if we get anything better back. Okay, I'm liking these a little bit better. We are pretty low on results, which is okay as long as they're working for us. Just something to kind of be aware of. So this might be helpful if you're looking at maybe the health side or worried about health or something related to your topic. Okay, so lots and lots in here that you can use. Same thing, I'm going to work off here and SWOT. You could also do the SWOT analysis in here as well. And it's going to pull in various articles that have SWOT analysis or SWOT information for you about fast food. And again, you can always be changing these in searching different results, tweaking it and getting back different options. So again, ProQuest works really well for searching if you're not getting anything in Business Source Complete. My next step would be ProQuest. I'd probably start here in Premier. I keep calling it Complete. Business Source Premier, and then I would go into ProQuest next if I'm not getting the results that I want. Okay, we do have some newspaper databases here as well. So if you wanted to see when a company was entering the news, you could click on Access World News. This is our big newspaper database, and I'm going to go with Walmart because there should probably be some articles on them. Hit search, and then what it's going to do is bring back all the articles that talk about Walmart. And we have some pretty recent ones here, even published yesterday, today, tomorrow, kind of, that are coming out very, very soon. We can narrow it down by publication. So if you specifically wanted to look at one specific publication, you could go into it that way. Or if you were looking at a region or country or world area, world or a state or territory area of the world, you can do that over here. Or if you wanted to look at it based on year. So I'll probably look based on 2016, and we've already had almost 7,000 articles written about Walmart. So that's just something to take advantage of if you want to do that as well. And I'm always just going back here to articles and databases. And then again, that was down here at the bottom, that was under Access World News. If we go up here to the top and we can hover over resources by subject and click on business, we have lots of different places that we recommend to you in doing your research. So these ones up here at the top are specifically from the library. And then if you wanted some outside of the library or more data statistics, these would be places that we recommend. American Fact Finder is a really good place if you're looking for any demographic information. This is going to be where you can look up information about a specific area. I'm going to do 80120, our zip code here. And then you can find out some information about who lives here, how their households are, things like that. Population estimates, all these different options. So I'm going to just do this general population and housing info. And if you wanted to prove that your business had an audience here, this could be a place to get some of that information down here. Okay, so this is how you would kind of take advantage of American Fact Finder. You could do the population estimate as well. They're not available yet because that was pretty recent, but that is, you can get in there, kind of the estimate data here. If you need deeper estimate data, one place that we recommend is using the public library, and there are several different tools at various different libraries. There's Demographics Now, and I believe that's at Arapahoe Library District, and Business Decision, last time I checked, was at Douglas County Libraries, and I believe Denver Public Library. So, and you can get a library card at any library system in the state if you have an ID for Colorado. So we highly recommend taking advantage of those systems because they have a lot more information in them. It pulls from lots of different places and is very, very valuable. Both of those, Business Decision and Demographics Now, do some nice charting and plotting and showing trends and showing who lives in an area and how they're spending their money, things like that. So we highly recommend that for the demographics. If you're looking for company information, again, the databases that we used, Business Source Complete specifically, has some pretty decent company profiles in them. Or if your profile isn't in there, you could also use Reference USA, which is also available from the public libraries. And this is a very thorough system, updated pretty regularly. It is supposed to be updated. Every business in there is supposed to be updated on within the last 365 days. So at any point within the last year, every company should have been updated. Some other ones on here that I would like to mention would be county business patterns. So if you'd like any information about subnational economic data by industry, it's kind of the best way to explain it here, you can take a look at this one here. And then another place that I would go for help with creating business plans would actually be the SBA, Small Business Association.gov. And then under starting and managing, we have help with how to start a business or write your business plan. And this here is really nice. It kind of discusses how you want to break out the different pieces of your business plan, and then you can go in and it'll help you even more. So there's all this help in here, practical steps, related blogs, all this good stuff down here that you might want to use when you are doing your business plan. There's even some tools in here as well if you wanted to create an account. I don't know if you'll want to, but that's another option for you as well. So the SBA is really great for that. They also have this learning center that's going to take you through all the different kinds of concepts related to businesses. These are much longer, so again, might not be perfect for your class if you are pressed for time, but this is a place that you can go as well. So lots here at the SBA. Okay, so generally, if you get stuck, we highly recommend starting here at the subject guide, and then this is going to kind of talk you through all the different places that you are going to do your research here, again, within and outside of the library. One thing I forgot to mention is same thing if you're doing a marketing plan, you could do that in here as well. I'm doing a very basic search for marketing plan, and then I'm going to try to pull that down for food. Oops, type it correctly, excuse me. And then you can get some help related to marketing plan, related to specific industries in here as well. Or, of course, I would search library links for that and see what kind of books we have. If we don't have a whole lot on a topic, please let us know. We can always order books. I actually have some new business plan books sitting right next to me right now that we just got in. So we are constantly bulking up. So just let us know. If you don't find what you're looking for, we can usually track it down. We can get it from another library, or we can buy it depending on what it is. The last thing I want to point out here is when you were doing your citations and I kept saying proofread them, and you think, where would I proofread it against? I would use the Cite It tab. So if you click on Cited and then go to either APA or MLA, whichever you're using, either Purdue Online Writing Lab, Purdue OWL, or Valencia College Citation Guide are really good for proofreading your citations. If you do Purdue OWL, all you need to do here is click on MLA Formatting and Style Guide, and then it'll open a new page. And then we can take a look at both in-text citations, so whenever you need those in your text, as well as the works cited page items as well. This is going to kind of show you how you can do the basic items that you need to format. And so that just takes a little bit of clicking around to get comfortable with. I do like Valencia College Citation Guide as well. It's very easy to use. So if you're using MLA documentation and you want to do electronic sources, so meaning anything you accessed on a computer, and then you just have to click on what it was that you were using. We have Business Source Complete right here. It's going to show you exactly what it should look like, color-coded and everything. And this italics are necessary, are important there. Things like that. So take advantage of both of our recommended guides there, Purdue OWL as well as Valencia College. They do a great job with keeping that pretty clear. If you go out and want to cite a website on your own, I like BibMe. This is something that you didn't access through the library or that the library has purchased for you to access. You could go in here and do manual entry mode, and this will help you kind of plug in what you need for your citations. So you can use this here. This is being a little slow, but you plug in all the information about your article or website or book or anything it is that you have, and then you can do the create citation down here at the bottom. The last thing I want to show you today is some help for after hours. So if you need help outside of our regular business hours, which are up here at the top, this is our fall and spring semester hours. So we're open late Monday to Thursday, regular hours on Friday, and then on Saturday we are open limited hours as well. But we also do have this option for Ask Academic. This is after hours or during the day, anytime. Chat service. So if I typed a question in right now, hit enter, it would actually be chatting. I would be chatting with a librarian around the state of Colorado or Texas during the day. We have a group of us who all staff that during the day. So you might end up chatting with me sometime, or after hours we staff that out so we can get some sleep at night, and you can get help though at the same time. So take advantage of Ask Academic if you have any trouble with anything related to research, finding a specific piece of data, or expanding or broadening your search. Let the librarian that's staffing Ask Academic know, and they will be able to help you out. We also do one-on-one research appointments. So if you need any help, again, doing research online, in print books, anything like that, we can schedule one-on-one in-person or online research help appointments, so it's dedicated just to you, and we can make sure that you get the help that you need. If you just click here on Book a Librarian, we can again do those on here. Just fill this out and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible, usually the same day that you submit that. So again, let us know how we can help you. Contact us any of these ways here and let us know what we can do to make your research go more smoothly. My biggest rule is if you're doing research for more than 20 minutes without any results, if you're frustrated after 20 minutes or so, let us know. Research can be difficult, but at the same point, we try to make it easier for you and help you out and get more streamlined. So please let us know how we can help you out. And again, thank you for watching and have a great day.